Aparentemente não, mas talvez sim. E estamos online. Olá, amiguinhos do Sofrimento Nerd, estamos aqui nessa terça-feira para continuar jogando Horizonte e Matando a Academia. Diga oi, Selênia.
Oi, Selênia.
Muito bem, estamos aqui. Eu não lembro mais, faz 3 semanas que eu não jogo. Segredos das Profundezas da Terra, nível 21, 33 passitos, explora as minas antigas debaixo da cidadela e descubra a verdade inacreditável sobre o Projeto Zero Dawn. Então, 33 passitos, ai, que bonitinho, pôr do sol. Vamos lá. E aí, galera? Não vou pra academia, me recuso, Sr. Hunter, eu estou de molho em casa. Vamos aumentar um pouquinho aqui. Não estou ouvindo nada.
I'll take the shot, even if it means having to listen to
Pelo amor de Deus, fica quieto aí.
Very well.
O que faz mesmo? Isso aqui, isso aqui, isso aqui. Ó, vamos construir mais coisa aqui. Beleza. Vai ficar implica dizer que eu não estou, mas eu já estou gordinho e eu não me importo. Ceninha já para começar. Muito bem. Porra, que pente é esse na sua cabeça, meu amigo?
Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
Esse moleque aí, Jesus.
I command Lucian Sahavas to speak in my behalf.
Por favor.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than relative, don't you think? Lovely hair. You and I need to chat. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
Me convença.
Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
Que saco, vou ter que ir lá salvar o caboclo.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Ok.
For the Kestrels.
Vá até a grande varanda. Com licença, deixa os caras aí. Eu vou só ali do banheiro, já volto. Não se preocupem comigo.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Ah, pelo amor de Deus. Ai, meu joelho. Nem viu, tá, gente? Eu tô vindo aqui me jogar, mas tudo bem, tá pra cá. Sério que eu consegui morrer aqui? Desse jeito ridículo? Nossa, velho. Quem foi? O ignorante que fechou isso?
Deve ter sido você.
Eu tô jogando coisa errada? Olha!
Sim.
Ai, como é que eu não morro aqui agora? Acho que é mais fácil eu morrer e pegar.
Other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Ah, eu tinha que descer mesmo? Sério? Pô. Quase morri pra caramba. Achei que eu tinha errado. Bom, eu errei, na verdade. Ou eu vou, eu achei alguma coisa que eu não devia achar. Porque eu não consigo sair daqui. Socorro. Help?
I've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say.
Ai,
I've
sempre.
shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silas. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Tá, mas eu vou montar uns itens aqui só porque, né, o cara tá falando. Aí, ó. Vamos lá. Só se vive uma vez.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of fear. As year after year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach. Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east.
Voila!
Voila. For her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Por que não?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated it. But by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
É, sempre essa reclamação toda. Não sério, muito agradecido.
Só tinha um dedo.
Quero café. Que é isso?
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
É.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Tô esperando vocês pararem de falar pra eu poder fuçar nos negócios. Outro incidente. Dr. Popovich, muito bem, outro exemplo, mais apoio, zero down complicado, linha de frente, vai pulando equipe de segurança, lixo. mais um lá, é. Bem, vamos lá. Também precisamos de suporte. Equipe de recepção, zero calma para chegar ao local, muitos estão assustados, precisamos de um Ninguém responde e-mail, sei como é, meu. Sei como é. Me dê, por favor, sempre é bom.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller one.
Quero café. Quero café. Isolamento sonoro. Ok. Muito bem. Se a porta é por ali, nós vamos fuçar pra cá. Nada. Abasteça sinal. Porra, cara, fica tomando chá dos outros, não repõe? Absurdo. Beleza. Já disse. Já.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Vamos lá.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Sério? Começou assim, nada?
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Uma prova se cumprir.
Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Como ela fez. E quem disse que não acabou?
They got in, through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? A tomb?
Só 3? Onde eu estou? Ah, tô aqui.
No monstrous darkness should keep us from this goal.
Ah, quadrado. Beleza. Não foi bem do jeito que eu queria, mas morreu.
Want to discuss? So Mama, she was right. Pardon? My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Mountain, don't mind admit it. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept this singing to their zag.
I believe Silbert listed you as an alpha candidate. Priorities.
Always suspected you had a little thing with me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee, conflict cappuccinos.
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Not that one. The what? Guide just only a little blood. I'm down.
We're too close to the trap of cryptostats now. The data points, what did they contain?
Não foi tão bem quanto eu gostaria, mas enfim. Não vamos reclamar muito.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Nothing the General said. Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage we're talking, a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Ele ficou muito louco. Só túneis pra eu matar os caras e eu acabei me usando? Que eu só vi depois. É isso mesmo. Do outro lado, mesma coisa. Vamos à próxima parte.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek. You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist.
É parecido assim.
But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake. Each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the feral robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Destroyed. But then... remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. Why Hades, then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a feral robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Me lembra por isso aí, jogar. Belíssimo. Ok. Se eles estão me dando energia, porque boa coisa não vem, né?
Intruder! Get her!
Okay.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Ah, eu vou tentar não morrer, seu maldito. Bom, já que eles não vieram.
For the rightful Katja! Cut these!
Talvez eu não tenha usado a abordagem mais correta. O que é isso aqui?
I hashed it out with them. What the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess. Well, it's horrifying, isn't it? Complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative... Nothing else. But the alternative... With Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got passion to him. He's hot. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option. Thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him.
Got me!
Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this attenuated future on offer. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Ok.
I gotta pick it up and move.
Ah tá, eu vou por aqui. Aqui tem coisa. Aqui tem coisa.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just be my focus.
Odeia, papai. Uma coisa assim. Obrigado.
Now, those lame FBI blackheads at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up on them. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? Oh, man, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it.
Você podia, tipo... Parar de falar?
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Soubet? Christina Soubet?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future.
Ah, vocês não param de falar, gente, pelo amor de Deus.
Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Esquerda acima, esquerda abaixo. São 4? 5. Ah, tá. Ali. Então, esquerda acima, esquerda abaixo, direita. Esquerda, cima, esquerda, baixo, direita.
Done. I should check the door nearby. Saving these for the trail.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
intact.
E eu guardei onde? Será que vai machucar muito o joelho? Ok.
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Ao contrário, né? Então é pra cima, pra direita, pra baixo, pra esquerda e pra cima. Ou talvez não. Então talvez seja para baixo. Para a direita, já está. Para cima. Para a esquerda e para baixo. Ou talvez não. Que ódio.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Módulo de emissora H ao contrário. Então, na verdade, o painel tá de ponta cabeça.
Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Cima já está. Para direita e para baixo. Então, se tudo correr bem, arrumando esse aqui deve dar certo.
That did it.
Olha!
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Vamos lá. Alguém chegou? Não? Muito bem. Né? Ih, já tem um... Como é que vocês entraram aqui?
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Vai explodir não? Explodiu, vai não.
Die, apostate! Let none escape the shadow.
Só isso? Aí já ficou mais fácil.
Just had
Or not.
Ah, não!
try to run.
moment anyway.
Meu Deus do céu.
Get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Alert. Area inaccessible.
Nervudo.
Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
Arma inútil, os caras diziam.
You're down soon enough.
Vai. Vai pra lá que eu tenho que ir. Mas já que estamos aqui. Resultados da simulação. Morfologia animal, que bom. Tudo que eu queria. Robôs animais.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers.
Que falação, hein? Aí eu vim daqui? Vim. Beleza. Vamos lá então. Ok.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff.
Esse chão aqui não parece seguro.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
Ah. Caramba, gente. Precisa ter 200, acabou? Já volto, criancinhas. Fiz pegar o banheiro. Vazio. Está todo mundo ouvindo eu falar que foi ao banheiro.
É só pra ter certeza pra não falar nada de comprometedor.
As pessoas vão ao banheiro, mas estamos transmitindo.
Vai que eu falo alguma coisa.
Quero acabar essa missão antes de a Fazenda e a Fazenda daqui a pouco.
Pois é, seja rápido.
Eu vou acabar a missão e eu não estou nem aí.
Seja rápido.
Não me importa.
Ligar na internet.
Minha boca tá na bala. Eu sou desses. Então, continuemos. Voltamos, crianças. Houve uma interrupção, motivos e necessidades fisiológicas. Mas estamos aqui para matar esta galera.
Careful now.
Ah, você jura, meu amigo? Então, o que é perigoso é aquele caboclo ali. Se eu conseguir matar e roubar a arma dele, minha situação fica mais fácil. Que é isso? Até aqui tudo bem. Sério? Vamos devagar, né? É mesmo? talvez
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transfer and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of us...
Vocês não vai me dizer nada de um, você vai ficar falando aí,
Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Obrigado por ficar quieto depois de 2 horas. Muito bem. Agora aqui é o seguinte. Aqui é a treta. Cadê o tio? Opa, tem mais um aqui que eu não lembro.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
Ai, que droga. Morre logo! Era pra você ter morrido silenciosamente. É melhor eu morrer logo do que eu cagar sobre. É.
As the sun wills, the shadow delivers.
Nossa, vou ter que voltar lá atrás, meu Deus do céu. Vamos lá. Marcou. Marcou, marcou, marcou também. Marcou outro. Marco mais um. Marquei você também. Tem algum infeliz que não tá marcado? Não.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I'm Sabina Ebajima. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data
Só enfeite, é? Parece, né? Droga.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Yahweh. You of all people should know that.
Let's
Come
do
on,
this.
brothers, let's get him.
Já foi. Dois já foi. Sério que vocês largaram a arma no chão?
Whoa!
Vou pra lá, meu querido.
We're giving up.
Here we are!
The last of us. On once more.
What should have been a cave of wonders.
Ai, que falação danada. Até desligou aqui o negócio.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer in the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Muito bem. Nada aqui. Já peguei. Vou misturar. Chega dessa gente.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's Extinction Failsafe Protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the... what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine... Engineer Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. The lines are skyrocketing. Difference for us eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah.
Sem filme de entojo.
While Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that least-forgotten mess of biosphere to the ground so
Certo. Vai.
Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea.
Oh,
Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to the Voice.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species. Unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 rally accords. But, as one of the authors of the accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering. Not insurmountable. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Só pôr pro lado, não precisa nem pro lado.
used to hold something.
Nuts would benefit from antiloconate morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability. You're a quick study, Gaia. Dr. Sobek. As I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I have gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event. Oh? And your assessment? Gaia? Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence. And yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning? No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement. Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol? When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand. Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right? I'm fine. I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor. But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard. There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Saco, só porque eu não queria ficar prestando atenção, vou ter que prestar atenção em vocês, esse mesmo?
Nuts would benefit from antiloconate morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability. You're a quick study, Gaia. Dr. Sobek. As I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I have gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event. Oh? And your assessment? Gaia? You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement. Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol? When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand. Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right? I'm fine. I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing? Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future. You really believe that? I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Certo. O que não estou enxergando? que encontre a entrada do escritório. Cadê essa porra? O de certo falhou. Ok, falhou. Ninguém sai. Certo, todo mundo curtiu, né? Caixa de suprimentos, por que não?
Yeah, this is useful.
Ah, vai. Vamos ver logo o que temos aqui.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
Yes. I can restore the registry of the hatch inside Almander. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who?
Você é clone, né?
Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Você é a válvula de segurança? E os caboclos descendo lá.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Você jura? Ih, bombinha!
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Eita, treta. Deu ruim.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
Não vai dar, né, filha?
As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I fail.
Porque você fica falando em vez de matar logo, seu idiota. Mas enfim, seria, né?
Each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
If you
Esse quer me matar de ideia?
all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no, we're in no hurry, you and I. Not now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain, I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and you did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Você é tolo. Tonto, velho.
A dangerous idiot, but an idiot.
Yes.
All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You failed to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then enter the cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
Não.
The circle
A falação ali do caralho.
Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The old beast now caged to serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal.
1 hora de falação.
Speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you.
Não, eu quero saber
After
do
you
que
crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Ih, deu ruim.
I wanted every man killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been
Lava a
unnecessary.
mão. Dá pra ouvir os barulhos aqui na transmissão.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even
Ou
if
seja,
I
eu vou ter
wished
que ir
to.
correndo pra casa, matar todo mundo que as
Thanks
máquinas
to
pra
your
mim.
destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events?
Tá bom, para de falar, vai, bora, vai.
Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it?
Ih, vou ficar sem.
And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Meu amigo, ela tá viva ainda.
Marja faithful. Rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this ritual, the Radiant Turan ordered many faiths, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die! Let her be the first of thousands!
Ok, estou sem armas, o que eu faço?
Maybe I could use its strength against it. That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down. Gotta get out of the way.
Colou.
I wasn't built to take a behemoth's charge either. It's down.
Boa, beleza. Ah, que maldito. Aborreção.
Hey! Guess who got our weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Não. Não.
O que aconteceu?
Não. Da bateria do controle. Acelere, socorro. pedrada?
Maybe those carcasses have parts I can use.
Meu Deus do céu, sai!
Gotta check the machine carcasses. They might have parts.
Morreu esse vagabundo? Morreu. Médico, você não girou a faca.
Silence! Shadows. Kill her.
Sério mesmo? Morreu na instalação.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, Benora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivial easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little boy.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the North Sacred Lands. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations in the elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not going to tell me.
Para de me incomodar.
I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to...
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to.
Alguém tem que pensar.
I hope there is someone waiting there.
Yeah! Muito bem. cheguei no nível 26. Vamos achar a fogueira. Que serve essa aqui? Que tava pra trás, não sei o que. Muito bem, finalmente salvamos. E é isso, Selênia. Vamos ver a fazenda. Diga tchau, Selênia.
Tchau, Selênia.
Adeus, amiguinhos. Demorou pra caramba.